Good morning. Welcome to Morning Brew with your girl Germaine. And guess what time it is? It's coffee break time. Today I'm trying something new. I am. I am trying mushroom coffee. I've been hearing about this. People say it doesn't taste the greatest, but you know what? It's all in how you blend it together because mine is pretty tasty. But I noticed that in this mushroom coffee, there are some benefits and factors to it. And I guess there's a few brands on the market. But let me see what's in mine. So they talk about it's good for energy, self-relief, um, focusing, immune support, healthy digestion, and fights oxidative stress. Wow. So I am drinking mushroom coffee today, and I've been drinking it for the past few days, testing it out. And hey, like I said, it's pretty good. But hey, if you were chiming in and you were joining Morning Brew with Germaine, let me know. You're in the comments, and I see my Uncle Carl has chimed in. Good morning, G. Hello, Uncle Carl. Good to see you on. Thank you so much for chiming in to this morning's coffee brew. And all right, so as people are chiming in, let me just get a little into what today's brew is all about. So, today we're going to be talking about your consistency is louder than their opinions. Yeah. I'm going to give you a little bold brew today to be able to help you understand and know that everyone has an opinion, but your consistency with showing up, doing what you need to do is much louder than any opinions they can throw at you. So, you know how we do. We take a pause so we can pour into purpose. But right now, let me just kind of talk about some things going on as people are coming in. We are working on the branding. So, yes, Morning Brew is getting its own identity, its own platform. I had everything going to the publishing company. And you know what? As it's growing, for me being consistent, it is allowing me to allow Morning Brew to have its own platform to stand alone, right? So I'm excited about that. It does take work, but it is happening. And you know what? It all comes through being consistent. That's right. So let me get into this message as people are chiming in. You know what? You can always get the live playback on replay. And we also share it at 6:05 p.m. Monday through Friday. And that's for the evening pour version of it. And so you can chime in now or you can take a coffee break on your way home. So, all right. So let's talk about it. So, your consistency is louder than their opinions. Good morning, Dr. T. I see you out there on Facebook. Thank you for chiming in for today's coffee break. So let's talk about it. So we live in a world where everyone has an opinion and a platform to express it. Hey, in a platform like Morning Brew, right? Some people's platforms could be a little more over the top, but that's on them. But yes, I did create a platform to share with you and not just express an opinion, but to share with you some things that are helping me along my life's journey. And I hope it resonates with you. But let me get back into this. If you're not careful, those opinions can become loud noise that drowns out your own purpose. Be careful because everybody has an opinion. But be careful because you have to stay focused on your purpose and you have to move in that way. And sometimes you have to just close and cancel the noise out from everybody having something to say, how you should do it, how you should show up, where you should be, and when you should be, right? Stay focused, and stay consistent. But here's the truth. You don't need to be understood. You don't need to be applauded or validated to be effective in what you're doing. Consistency, not clout, is what legacy builds. It builds legacy. So I want to say this, and I'm always going to use myself as an example. And one, that's the reason why I say, God, show me how to show up in the world with, just being motivated, inspiring, giving hope. And this became the platform for doing just that. But what I want to say is, I am seeing the results of me being consistent even when I didn't want to even go before a camera and come on live. Hey, Leslie, good to see you, sis. So I didn't want to be committed. I'm gonna be honest with my busy schedule. I did not want to be committed to showing up every single day to put content out, especially in the building stages. And you know what? I tried several times and I failed. But I had some great interviews that you can still see on my YouTube channel. But what I decided to do, I said, God, you gave me a platform, you gave me a voice, and I'm going to show up. Not so much for everybody else. This is something I needed to do for me. I needed to know what it meant to be consistent, to show up every day for me. And that's what I do. And, I have to tell you, as much as I fought with, for years, this is years, as much as I fought with not wanting to come before a camera because I think I work so well in the background, but, I have gotten so much joy and reward and being able to connect with the community and those that chime in. I am so thankful that, and I want to reward myself. I do. I want to give myself, a pat on the back. I do. I want to celebrate me and check out the other morning brew that talks about celebrating your wins. For me, this is a win that I am showing up every day. Every day, thank God, being consistent to show up with a message that hopefully will inspire someone else, because today's message is truly inspiring me. So I'm happy to do it. And you know what's so interesting? When I look up on my YouTube channel, in the channel, because we're branding, it's now Morning Brew with Germaine. And if you still are connecting through other channels, I mean, through the Hope of Vision one, Hope of Vision Connect, it still works. But also right now, you can just put in Morning Brew with Germaine and you can see the new branding, the new look. And here we are. I have over 200 and something videos. And I'm like, wow, I'm excited. So Dr. T say that is so me. I'm working on it myself. I hear you, girl. Consistency. And that's what this message is. Your consistency is louder than their opinions. So, all right, y'all, let me get into it because I don't want to keep you all day. I know you done snuck out to take your coffee break to be here with me. So in this part of Morning Brew, this segment, we're going to talk about pouring into purpose. So let's break it down a little, okay? Build silently. Let results speak for you. Now, I am always the firm believer that says your work will speak for you. Sometimes you don't have to get on a megaphone, a microphone, and just shout it out. Look at me, look at what I've done. You don't have to do that. Trust me, people are watching and they will see the progress. They will see what you're building. And sometimes it's best to move in silence because you know what? That'll cancel out all those opinions that people are trying to have for you. So sometimes let's build in silence. You don't have to announce every move. You absolutely don't. Like, I didn't announce that. You know what? I had a call with my production team. And as we were talking, about, okay, you got to be consistent with your brand because right now you're all over the place. I got all these different social media handles. You got to be consistent with the brand. You need to make it easier for people to be able to follow you, right? Because if they want to get to the Morning Brew, they're pulling up something else. So I said, you know what? They're absolutely right. And so I didn't make an announcement that I was doing it. I just did it. And here we are today, this morning, on today's Morning Brew. And you'll start seeing some of the changes. Now, this also ties in with, and I'm kind of going a little to the left, but this also ties in with another brew, Morning Brew that we talked about. Whereas start the work. Just start the work. You don't have to have everything perfect. Because as we're building, things will change because we're evolving. So, my suggestion to you, yes, I don't want to call it an opinion, it's just a recommendation and a suggestion. Get started, and let it evolve and develop. And I'm quite sure if you guys stay connected to Morning Brew, guess what's going to happen? You're going to see more changes happen because you know what? We're evolving and we're growing. And that's a good thing. Good morning to my friend, Mr. Gerard Harmon. You said smart. Yes, he's a part of my team, somebody that I learned from also when it comes to all this marketing and technology. And I got to give shout outs to my Charles William business partner. Also, this podcast is brought to you also by Urban Bite Network. Yes, Urban Bite Network. Charles is building a phenomenal platform of podcasters to be able to come together and spread their message, have their conversations, allow their vision to be seen through Urban Bite Network. So I love my team. I love all of you for just chiming in and supporting. But let me get back on track because I do not want to keep you past time, right? So once again, we are pouring into purpose in this part of this in this segment. So remember this. Okay. You don't have to announce every move. You just don't have to. You move in silence. You don't need to explain your vision to people. And how can you when your vision sometimes is still being downloaded in you, right? So sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is just keep building, even when no one's watching. Sometimes I'm on here and it's just me. I don't know who's out there watching because not everybody wants to comment or chime in and let me know that they're here. But you know what? It's okay because remember, I'm doing this for me. I am showing up for me, right? So I'm just going to keep building. That's it. And whoever wants to join, the doors are open. Come on in and be a part of, listen to this and let me know how you think about it because I do want your opinion on this. So we all talk about community. So let me know how you feel about the Bold Brew crew. Joining the Bold Brew crew. It could be a little tongue tied sometimes, but hey, I just want you all, if you feel the need to see, if you see that the content is something that resonates with you and you want to be a part of the Bold Brew crew, then you know what? Go to my Instagram. Not well, you can go to Instagram, you can go to my Facebook, but definitely go to my YouTube channel, Morning Brew with Germaine. And make sure you join, make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave your comments, make sure you do all those good things, right? But let me get back to, because we got a little more pouring to do. So what I want you to do, I want you to stay focused when no one is clapping for you. I know it might be a little hard, but you know what, guys? Stay focused. Stay focused. So just know some seasons it's going to be quiet because you're in a building stage. You'll show up and no one will respond. That's true. And then sometimes you'll post and all you'll hear is crickets. That's all you'll hear, right? That's okay. Remember why you're doing this. And then sometimes you'll pour out your heart. And then you'll feel unseen. Like, did anybody hear that? I just really poured out my whole heart and nobody, what? Oh my gosh. Remember why you're doing this. You're doing this for you. So you're building right now. And sometimes things take quite a bit of time to build. But what happens that now I have all these morning brews sitting on my YouTube platform. And right now, like I said, it's over 200 videos, right? But what happens next year? Or what happens when I bring on one guest, and now everything starts spilling over, and people are starting to now go back and check out all the previous morning brews. So that's why I said stop looking in the moment right now. Just build. Just build. Hello on Instagram. We have Mr.TG for life. Thank you for joining in. And then we also have Wealth Under Construction. Hey, new to my community, but I see you. Thanks for chiming in on my Instagram. So, all right, guys, we got some more pouring to do, okay? So, let me say this. Clarity comes in doing. proof comes in consistency. Just do the work and build. Okay. Your work will always speak louder than someone else's opinion for you. Remember that your work will always speak louder than someone else's opinion of you. All right, guys, we got a little more pouring to do, just a little bit left in there. So let's get it all out. So stay focused when no one, well, that's that section. Stay focused when no one is clapping. We just talked about that. But let's talk about discipline over distraction. So discipline will disguise itself as feedback, comparison, even research. But the truth really is, every time you stop to react to someone else's opinion, you delay your own progress. Consistency is your comeback. Be consistent. I'm going to be honest, this message is hitting me all in my head right now because it is so about just being consistent. Be consistent. Be consistent. Okay, I got it. I got it. And not just with this. Okay, I got it. I got it. Not just with this. Consistent across the board. Consistent even in my weight loss journey. Germaine, be consistent. I know. I know. All right, let me get back on track. So, consistency is your comeback. So, you need to show up, do the work, and watch the momentum grow. They may doubt your pace, but they can't deny your progress. So remember I said, I just looked up and I said, oh my gosh, I have over 200 videos in my YouTube channel. And I was struggling and fighting to just show up. But that's what consistency is doing. Consistency is allowing me to build. And when I look up, there's progress. And then when I look even further, there's people connecting. Just build, guys. Just build. Forget about what people have to say. Forget about their opinions. Just build. So you know how we do in this part of the morning brew. I leave 2 questions for you to reflect on for today, for the rest of the week, whatever works for you. But these are the 2 questions I want to leave for you to really think about. Where have you let opinions distract you from your purpose? Where have you let opinions distract you from your purpose? And then the other reflection question I want to leave with you. What's one area in your life that needs consistency? Not commentary, consistency. Now, I just mentioned that, okay, in my weight loss journey, right? My healthy living lifestyle journey, I need to be more consistent in that area, showing up every day for me. Okay, that's just mine, but I want you to think about yours. All right, so coming to our final sip. Okay, guys, and our final sip. I hope something is really resonating with you. Thank you all for the comments and everything, but I hope something is really resonating with you in this message of being consistent. Your consistency is louder than their opinions. So, here, in the final sip today, guess what? You don't need louder applause. You need deeper commitment. That's for you. You need deeper commitment. It's for me too. Let your habits speak. Let your discipline testify. Your consistency is the proof. Your legacy is the volume. Whew, I'm going to let that just steep for a minute. Let it brew for a minute. Take it all in. Take it all in, okay? That's the final sip. And you guys, you know how we do. We sip slow. We stay solid. And we show up anyway. So, hey, guess what? That is today's morning brew for you. Like I said, just a few things. Thank you all so much for chiming in. Thank you for new ones joining the community. Let me know, honestly, let me know. So, as we're rebranding things, we're testing some things out. So, like I said, things may change. So, instead of using the word community all the time or movement, I just wanted to try something different. So let me know what you think of Bold Brew Crew. Yeah, it might sound a little corny, but you know what? It could be a tongue twister also. Bold Brew Crew. But yeah, this is family. So let me know what you think. I'm curious to know. And if you have any suggestions, hey, let me know that too. Once again, make sure if you have not stopped by the YouTube channel, we are changing up some things, but you can go right to Morning Brew with Germaine on YouTube. That's the channel. And you know what? Make sure you comment, but more so than ever, make sure you subscribe. The channel is growing, the community is growing, and I love every bit of it. Thank you for your support. We're here. We're back tomorrow with another morning brew. And you can also check us out for the evening pour at 6:05 p.m., where we will rebroadcast today's morning brew. All right, guys, thank you so much for showing up. I love you more than you realize. I do. I really do. And if any of this resonates with you, drop me a line, send me some comments. I want to know that is working for you like it's working for me. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, and please be safe out there, and know all I want you to remember is just be consistent. Okay, before I go, I have someone. Hey, Teresa Merritt Watson, Bold Brew Crew, 4 to the third power. Okay. Okay, so thank you all for your comments. I love you. Once again, I'll be back tomorrow, and I hope you can join me again. Try to sneak away. Sneak away and have a cup of coffee, maybe some tea. Not everybody drinks coffee, but like I said, I'm trying new mushroom coffee. And guess what? I do want to share this real quick. I know I'm getting off. I want to share this real quick, but thank you to those companies that are reaching out with their coffee brands that want to be a part of Morning Brew. I'm so excited of being able to team up and partner up with some companies that want me to bring their coffee brands into the Morning Brew so we can try to sip on those too. And there's so much more coming. Stay connected. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye now.